Okay, so here's something I think I need to clarify because I recently saw a comment from someone using the display name Jose Macias who said that he developed a buildup on his face after he stopped using a cleanser. He described it as a grey buildup, but then also mentioned that he had followed a caveman program and sometimes did not wash his face for several days in a row. And that is not really what I mean when I say that I do not use a cleanser. I am simply referring to the fact that I no longer use a cleansing product, but I still rinse my face with water every day. So I usually wake up very early in the morning, somewhere between 4:30 and 5. Then I exercise and go out to pick up some fresh food for breakfast. By the time I come home, I am usually very sweaty. Even when I have only been walking around, I still sweat because it is incredibly hot where I'm currently living. So once I'm home, I have a shower before the rest of my day begins. I generally do not wash my hair during that shower, but I rinse the rest of my body and my face properly with water. Then when I get out of the shower, I take a clean towel and gently rub it all over my face so that whatever has loosened actually comes off. Afterward, I put that towel directly into the laundry. So the process itself has remained exactly the same. I still rinse my face with water and rub it dry with a clean towel. The only difference is that I no longer use a cleanser. And then I do essentially the same thing again in the evening. Just before going to bed, I hop into the shower again and rinse my body and face with water. I also wash my hair every 2 to 3 days with shampoo. I have not stopped doing that because I noticed that for me, going completely without shampoo simply was not working. But again, I do not use a cleanser on my face. I just follow the same process I showed you. Now, does that mean you can never use a cleanser again? Of course not. When you wear makeup or sunscreen, you need to remove it properly before going to bed or when you return home. So in that situation, you can use a cleanser or micellar water because there's something on the skin that needs to be removed. But that is different from believing that you automatically need to use a cleanser every single day because otherwise you will develop clogged pores, buildup, or some other skin problem. So what I want you to understand is that you can use it situationally rather than thinking I need to use this every day because otherwise this or that will happen to my skin. That is simply not true, and I'm the living example of that because I have now been doing this for more than 2 years and my skin has never been better. So when I say that I do not use a cleanser, I do not mean that I leave my face completely unwashed for several days. I still rinse it every day, especially after sweating, and I still use a clean towel to rub away whatever has loosened from the surface. I have simply removed the cleanser while keeping the rest of the process the same. Now, I hope that I was able to clarify that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!